Hi, you join me here today on a wet and windy accessible audit of Queen's Park in Blackburn. We're just going around to see which different physical activities are available for those with varying needs. As you can see here, it's important to always plan your routes because there's always different challenges associated with your wheelchair user or your mobility is challenging in another way. Obviously, you've got to be mindful of the steps or perhaps do a different route or find another way around. It'd be good as well. We always try and advise if you can have a look at the maps of the park when you come in as well. As a wheelchair user, I have noticed little bits of glass and debris on the floor, so it's also important to be mindful of things like that. And quite a funny one, but quite a relevant one as well. Dog fouling is pretty prominent when you're a wheelchair user, and it's not me that has to clean it off, as is often the case. You've got to be mindful of that as well, and the many sort of different things you can find on park floors. What I've seen here though in this park, which is great, is there is signage saying there are fines associated with that, which is great from the park. Yeah, so one thing we spoke about off camera, which is absolutely fantastic here, was seeing many people walk up and down this path. It's nice and wide surfaces. However, the one thing we would describe it as, like I just said there with the debris, it's in need of a bit of what I call TLC, with lots of moss and uneven surfaces which can make people slip. Taking things at your own discretion, own pace. Physical activity means different things to different people, and that's what we try and raise awareness of here. But yeah, it's nice and wide in terms of walkability or wheelability. I don't even think that's a word, but hopefully you get what I mean. But yeah, just be mindful of the many different things you can perhaps see on the floor, whether it be glass or twigs, but even little things like that can cause minor hazards. So yeah, it's just about being mindful, and yeah, it's important to place health and safety at the heart of everything that we do in outdoors, so we can truly enjoy the experience and be immersed in it. So yeah, be mindful of health and safety always, and just making sure we're looking around us, checking if there's any potholes or any erosions and things like that. And also as well, as a wheelchair user, as you can see there, there's steep inclines often associated with these environments. Gradients is everything in outdoor spaces. Obviously I've got an off-road wheelchair, so often I don't feel anywhere near as scared as I do in my NHS wheelchair, because the cambers of path can really dictate your journey in your wheelchair. Often I could just be driving along in my NHS wheelchair and veer off to the side, and people are like, what are you doing? And it's not me, so it's important to obviously bear in mind the different inclines and gradients associated. But like we just said there off camera, it's important to recognise that none of these are criticisms towards any of these environments that we're in, because the very fact that we have these environments in the first place is a real privilege, and we're all learning. It's important to remove the fear factor when it comes to inclusion and accessibility, because collaboration is key for us all to achieve tangible change.